Smile Part 2 trailer just dropped. Get ready. Hey guys, this is Lonzo Liggins with Horror Movie News. Welcome, my little horror film friends. We have some great news for you today. We've got a couple of releases that are going to be happening on Friday, and we had the big drop of the Smile 2 trailer that just came out today. But first and foremost, let's get into some of the new titles that are going to be dropping on Friday. Number one is Don't Turn Out the Lights. The original title was Blue Lights. It's directed by Andy Fickman. And here is the show cast. We have Amber Janea, Anna Zambrana, Bella DeLong, Crystal Lake Evans. Ooh, Crystal Lake Evans. Friday the 13th. Here we go. Daryl Tofa, Finley Rose Slater, Jared Brown, and John Busey. I think I said that right, but who knows. So let's break down what the show's about. Reuniting for an unforgettable weekend, a group of high school friends takes a break from their separate lives at college to travel by RV to a music festival. Their exciting weekend plans quickly unravels. They find themselves fighting for survival with each other and the unknown. The sales rep for this is Clay Epstein of Film Mode Entertainment, and he was quoted as saying, "Blue Light is a highly entertaining and captivating film that raises the genre bar to new heights. Under Andy's direction with a stellar ensemble cast and a plot inspired by real-life events that are so mesmerizing, audiences remain on the edge of their seats throughout the film and leave them wanting more." Wow, that's a big statement. I'm excited to see this thing. Andy Fickman is the director. Did She's the Man, The Game Plan, Race to Witch Mountain, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. He describes it as a roller coaster ride of thrills and surprises that takes audiences on a captivating, mind-bending journey, said to be inspired by a real-life terrifying incident in director Andy Fickman's own life that left him with both emotional and physical scars. Man, let's take a look at this.
The Blue Light Music Festival! Blue Light! Blue Light! Happy birthday to me! Hola mundo, it's your girl Gabster here.
And we are in the middle of nowhere.
Jason! What the hell's going on, man?
Everybody hold on to something!
Whoa. Okay, no one's gonna die on my birthday, okay?
I'm calling the cops. I lost the signal again.
Anyone got a signal?
I'm sure that you've heard this before, but we might be kind of lost. Michael, what the hell is
What the hell is...
Stop it, who is this?
Stop it. Who is this?
What do you want? There must be a camera mounted around here somewhere. If so, where are you?
Looks creative. I like some of the scenes there. I mean, I like the little TV scene on the bus. If you want to see a link to all of these trailers, make sure to go into the description below, and I'll leave a link to all the trailers here. Yeah, looks good. I mean, looks interesting. It looks like some fun scares there with the TV and a couple of other things I saw there. So that's going to be dropping on Friday, September 6th. Video on demand. Can't wait to see it. Deepest, Darkest. I'm excited about this one. So Deepest, Darkest is going to be an anthology. It's from some of our favorite writers, filmmakers, and performers who are getting together to create a sci-fi horror, dark comedy, suspense anthology film called Deepest, Darkest. Deepest, Darkest asks, have you ever had a secret? One so big, so awful, so horrifically extreme that you had no choice but to keep it to yourself? What if there was someone whose job it was to listen to those secrets because she could never remember them? What would you pay for absolution? So here's a little bit more about Deepest, Darkest. Deepest, Darkest is an anthology that weaves together stories of horror, suspense, dark comedy, and edgy science fiction, each revolving around that most human of impulses, the keeping of secrets. Our central character is Tara, who is Tiffany Smith. She's a survivor of a devastating accident who now suffers from short-term memory loss and who makes ends meet by hiring herself out as sort of a freelance confessionist. Over the course of these 8 chapters, we'll examine that part of the human condition we keep closest to the vest: guilt, damage, pain, and how through the telling of those stories we might exorcise that pain. Oh, and Tara will find herself in mortal danger a lot, according to them. Smith will also be joined on screen by such legends as Ernie Hudson, Phil Lamar, Raymond Lee. Deepest, Darkest is currently in the crowdfunding stage, which means you can jump on in there and pitch in if you want to. I would just go to their website and see where you can get that link. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Wolf Creek is back. They are doing a Wolf Creek reboot. That means more action from good old Mick Taylor. So according to Deadline, 20 years ago, horror pick Wolf Creek proved an Australian box office breakout, making $30 million globally off a $1 million budget. A sequel followed in 2013, as did a TV series, and for years there was talk of a third movie. The scent went cold, but now the franchise is getting a reboot with Wolf Creek Legacy. Creator Greg McLean is back to reignite the franchise as a producer, while John Jarrett, who plays Outback serial killer Mick Taylor, returns in the lead role. Wonder how old he is now. This time around, it's a family of American tourists who wander innocently into Taylor's hunting grounds. When the parents sacrifice themselves to save their children, the kids find themselves alone, lost, and hunted in the vast Australian wilderness. Will this fresh prey, two wily, resourceful Zoomers, prove harder for the aging predator to consume? What the hell is a Zoomer? Jay Ryan from It Chapter 2 joins the cast, and the hunt is on for the movie's young cast, led by veteran Australian casting directors Angela and Louise Heesum from Wolf Creek. McLean said, "I've always believed in the power of fresh perspective, and that's why I'm thrilled to introduce Sean Laheef as the director of Wolf Creek Legacy. Sean isn't just stepping into this world, he's been a part of it for years. This new chapter in the Wolf Creek saga is about something I'm incredibly excited about. It's a bold new story that honors the roots of the franchise while pushing it into new, uncharted territory." Laheef also added, "I am to deliver the horror and suspense that fans of the Wolf Creek franchise and wider genre theater goers expect, but to add a new depth to the story. We're exploring the psychological terror of being hunted, the fear and resilience of these young characters, and the nightmarish quality of the Outback itself. This is a story that will keep the audiences on the edge of their seats, but it will also tap into something deeper, the primal fears that dark fairy tales have always played on us." Definitely excited to see this one, and hey, they're looking for some younger people to come join that cast, so if you can find the casting notification, which could be anywhere, yeah, submit yourself if you think you've got it, or submit your kids. Next up, I'm excited about this. This is the Smile 2 exclusive trailer drop, ladies and gentlemen. It got dropped today. Before we get into it, let's talk about what we're actually going to see. So Smile 2 is an upcoming American psychological supernatural horror film written and directed by Parker Finn. It is a sequel to Smile, the third installment overall and second feature film in the franchise of the same name. The film stars Naomi Scott as a pop singer who begins to experience a series of increasingly disturbing events as she is about to go on tour. It also features Rosemary DeWitt, Lucas Gage, Miles Gutierrez Riley, Peter Jacobson, Raul Castillo, Dylan Galula, and Ray Nicholson in its supporting cast, while Kyle Gallner reprises his role as Joel from the first movie. Let's take a look.
I need you to listen to me. Something really bad happened. You remember Louis Fergoli from high school? I went to his apartment. But when I showed up, Louis?
No, get away from me! What?
He was smiling at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky Riley, you are in the middle of a big world tour. You okay?
I keep seeing this face everywhere.
This thing is a parasite. You witnessed a death. Now it's latched onto you.
911, what's your emergency?
I've traced the string of deaths to you. Nobody has survived longer than a week.
Sky, pull it together and get back out there. No.
I will not let this thing.
You know, here's the thing that I really love about this trailer and this franchise in and of itself. First of all, it's fresh. It was something that I had never ever seen before. When I saw this, the first Smile, I was just completely blown away. One of the things that can happen when it comes to sequels of films like this that are so fresh and unique is because the idea is so original in the beginning, when you try to tell it again, it's kind of stale the second time because you kind of run out of ideas, much like they were talking about in that Wolf Creek segment I was talking about earlier. It's hard to find fresh perspectives, but it looks like they've actually found something a little fresh to go off of with this movie, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. It looks pretty good, and I like the first one, so let's see how this second one turns out. I know Hollywood goes really hard on doing a lot of these reboots and prequels and sequels, mainly because of the fact that they don't want to take any chances and nobody wants to get fired. And a lot of those movies who are a sure bet can make money guaranteed, and nobody wants to get fired over having something that might not be a good idea. So I get it, but I think that they've kind of pulled this off in Smile 2. I'll be excited to actually watch it and see what they do with it. I'll be hesitant about Smile 3, but it's kind of like, you all remember the movie It Follows. If you were to do a sequel to It Follows, wouldn't be as fresh, right? But I think Smile 2 was able to pull it off. We'll see. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the show. There's some upcoming episodes that I'm gonna be dropping tomorrow about Friday's releases. So make sure to click, like, subscribe, do all that stuff to catch up on all of your horror movie news. Lonzo Liggins.